Good morning, just woke up. We're on day one of trip to Hawaii, and this is what hair does when you take a shower before bed and it's like 100% humidity. It just explodes. So, just kind of getting the lay of the land, walking around this morning. Last night, oh my gosh, we saw snails and whales and puppy dog tails. In the outdoor shower, I was taking a shower and I felt something on the ground. I thought it was a leaf and I scooped it up. It was a praying mantis. That was a little bit exciting. And then we went for a walk and I found a snail that was literally that big. It was huge. If it hadn't been dark, I would have taken pictures. And then I went back outside later and then there was this giant toad. And then there's geckos everywhere. I will take some pictures of the geckos because they're like all over the walls and they're everywhere. So now I'm just here making breakfast and trying to figure out a plan for the day. We're gonna go swim in the ocean, I think. That's the plan. This is breakfast in Hawaii. We have mangoes, and more mangoes because they're in season right now, which is awesome for us because that's pretty much all we're gonna eat. All right, so we just got some coconuts from a neighbor down the way, and there's like a whole bunch of them. And I'm gonna try to hack them open. We're gonna see how that goes. I also got some lilikois, which are these little things, which I don't think I've ever eaten. But apparently if they've been stung, so there's a little spot there, it means that there's like bee larvae in there or something bad, so we have to watch out for those. Well, I don't see any bee larvae in my lilikoi, aka passion fruit, so I think it's okay. There's no wasps in there. Oh, they're good though. All right, now I'm gonna try cutting open one of these coconuts and we're just gonna see how long that takes. I conquered the coconut. It took forever and it was really hard. And this is why you see coconuts just laying on the ground, because it's way too much work. And I am like melting. Too bad, I just actually stabbed a hole in it with a knife. That's good. Just gotta get all this stuff off. All right, so I got my coconut and I drank all the milk. But I want it open and I don't have a hammer, so this is a giant rack. This is really not working at all. Maybe if I try to bash the end. I'm just chipping it. I'm not even hurting it. Coconuts are officially the most frustrating thing ever in the whole wide world. Oh, I'm cracking it. It's like, ha. Ow. You laughing at me? All right, well, I got it halfway around. I was really hoping to get in shape this vacation. I think that could definitely become a possibility. All right, hang on. Set this down so I can. Or not. Ah! Yeah! Like a boss. Look at this super lazy kitty. Oh, is that a nice coconut? Your coconut pillow? Oh yeah. Look at all the coconuts. I get to husk all of those. Well, I don't have to, but I can if I feel so inclined. This little place is where my uncle's, one of his worker guys lives. And look, there's a little plumeria tree back here. Isn't that pretty? Plumerias. And then we come over here. This is the lilikoi plant. It's a passion fruit. Is this thing. And then I've picked all the ripe ones, but there's a little green one right there. Green passion fruits. And they grow all around here. I gotta go scout around, see if I can find some more. But all this tall grassy stuff. Who knows what kind of critters are down in that grassy stuff. Makes me nervous. So this is the beach just down the road from where we're staying, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Hadn't got a chance to go out and check out the water, see what the snorkeling's like, but the beach is beautiful. All right, well, we just got back from the ocean, and while at the ocean, there was this big log that came and bashed the tar out of my foot. So I have a really big bruise on my foot. But I also found these things. Look, I found this plant, and I think it might be durian or jackfruit, some kind of fruit, because when it's cracked open, it has these little pieces. So these are the little pieces of stuff that we found, like floating in the ocean. But this is this plant here. Those are, so if I break this thing open, it should be little pieces like this, and I'm pretty sure this is durian or jackfruit. It might not be right, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If it is, I'm gonna eat it. But I also found this giant root, which I think might be taro root, but I don't know. So I should find out before I try to eat it or something. But it's big, and if it's edible, that'd be cool. And we also got geckos, because there's geckos everywhere. Look at the little gecko man. He's really mad, but there's a little gecko in there. We have another gecko. He doesn't have any leaves yet, but we're gonna make him a little terrarium thing out of a bottle or something, and then we can have pet geckos for the time that we're here, and then we'll let them go. So that's what we did today, and we swam way, way, way out in the water, and it was very fun. But I didn't take my underwater camera, so I'll have to get video of that later. Okay, so I went online and I figured out that this fruit thing here is called a screw pine, and it's also known as a famine fruit because apparently it tastes really nasty and you would only eat it during a famine. Well, curiosity killed the cat, and I have to know what it tastes like. It's really not that bad. No, it tastes kind of starchy.
Somewhere in between used bubble gum and old shoe leather.
Kind of tastes like socks. It's not that bad though. I don't know, maybe I'll crack open the fresh one. Maybe that'll be better. So, super funny story. We found out that the kids that live right up the hill from the house we're staying in, I actually know them from camp meeting. And what are the odds? It's so weird. This house actually used to belong to his aunt and uncle, and that's where we're staying. So it was super funny. So we're gonna go hang out with them, and they brought us these beautiful mangoes. We missed out on mango picking today, which was such a bummer. Apparently they went out to a mango orchard and picked like 15 gallons of mangoes, but they brought us some, so that's nice. Maybe we can go another day. In the meantime, we have built a geckorarium, as my mother calls it. It is basically a terrarium for geckos, and it's made out of a bottle. And there it is. And we just stuck them in there, and it has holes so they can breathe. And see, there's a little gecko right there. You see him? There he is. Say hello, gecko. He's like, yeah, that's nice. Let me out of here. He's not super excited about it. And then there's the other one. So we have two, so they can be friends. And they're about the same size, so hopefully they won't eat each other. But that's where they're gonna live for the next 9 days, which they will be fine.